The deadline for the 2020 census is quickly approaching. This massive nationwide population survey dictates funding, legislative seats, and community service for the next 10 years. By September 30th, all Americans should submit their information. Cronkite News reporter Kylie Cochrane takes us inside one Arizona community that could be undercounted and what the impact may be.
Muy optimista y con muchas,
I'm optimistic and I have a lot of faith that things will change in our communities, in my children's school districts.
School is just one of the many programs impacted by the 2020 census count.
niño de 25 años,
I have a
muy joven,
25-year-old
una
son,
de 13,
a 13-year-old,
uno de 10 y una de
10-year-old,
6.
and a 6-year-old.
So for Erlinda Calderon, an activist in the Arizona Hispanic community, filling out the census has become a family affair.
De hecho, tengo fotos donde
I actually have pictures of us filling them out. My youngest daughter was upset because she didn't want to send the paper. She wanted to keep the paper with her at home.
Calderon also happens to be one of 275,000 undocumented Arizonans, according to Pew Research. But not every mixed-status family feels the same way she does about the census. A recent survey by Unidos US, the nation's largest Latino civil rights and advocacy organization, found 15% of Latinos did not want to share household information with the federal government. Clarissa Martinez de Castro, who works at Unidos US as the Deputy Vice President of Policy, sees a larger impact.
Anybody who doesn't get counted means the whole community gets less resources.
That's the argument made by numerous governments, including the city of Phoenix, against President Donald Trump in this memo to exclude undocumented migrants from the census. With over 275,000 undocumented individuals in Arizona, that could affect the state's representation in Congress. But a federal court recently struck down that memo, calling it unlawful.
Let the court battles continue, but each of us can bring voice to our communities, to our states, and the resources that come with that by completing the census.
Calderon continues to knock on doors as a census volunteer, reassuring families.
yo volteo a verlos y veo que
I look
tienen
over at them and I think to myself, you have 4 to 5 kids with you. So I comment, if immigration wanted to come for you, they would have already done it. Your wife went to a hospital to birth your children.
She hopes the undocumented community keeps in mind what the census can do for them.
Me imagino que también necesitan a veces
I
ayuda,
imagine
ayuda
that
de
sometimes you
estampillas,
guys need help.
ayuda de access,
Stamps,
todo
help
eso
from
es
access.
dinero federal y
All
así.
that is federal money.
Kylie Cochrane, Cronkite News.
For every Arizonan, if you have not responded to your census or received your postcard in the mail, it's not too late. Just visit my2020census.gov, provide your address to get your census ID, and then respond.